Welcome to Pour It On Me, where cocktail culture comes alive. From rooftop bars to hidden speakeasies, and even our own kitchens, we're shaking, stirring, and sipping it all. Whether you're chasing the perfect old-fashioned or just love a good drink story, grab a glass and let's pour it on. Well, welcome everybody to our very first episode of the Pour It On Me podcast.
Pour it on me, baby.
Yes, ma'am. This is my lovely, wonderful co-host this evening, Miss Katie Rose.
Hello.
I am so privileged and honored to have you here today.
Thank you. I walked across the street.
I was just about to say, even though it was such a long walk for you to get over here, but I really appreciate it.
I made it safely.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
did. And we are enjoying our old fashions.
Our smoky old fashions.
Smoky, which we will ship the recipe to you in the comments.
Delicious.
Delicious. We love it. We love it. We'll put those down. Well, Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
We've been talking about this podcast for a little while now.
A bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
And so I wanted to do this because I believe that there is a cocktail culture out there.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. That is not just drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the stories, the spaces, the people.
The environment.
The
atmosphere, the vibe.
All of that. So you know I love finding new gems out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a speakeasy girl. I love my speakeasies because I'm also a whiskey girl, as you know.
As you newly found out.
Yes, I newly found out, yes, that I was not always one. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But this gives me that opportunity to explore those spaces and with all of you out there. So we're going to get to go to some bars and interview some bartenders and find some new exciting places that maybe we've never been before. But for our first episode, outside of enjoying our smoky old fashions, we have kind of a 20-question game to do.
I love it. Let's get to know each other.
Get to know each other?
Let's the audience get to know us.
We don't know each other well enough already.
I'm sure there's facets that we can still get into. But the people, it's for the people.
It's for the people. Just for you folks out there. That's what it is. All right. So I already mentioned what inspired me for Pour It On Me and why I started to do this. But if you were going to describe this podcast in one sentence or cocktail, what do you think it would be?
I would say as a cocktail, it would be something adventurous, research, and fun.
I was going to say that it was a Long Island iced tea. It's going to be a lot of different things put into one that depends on who's making it at the time and what you're doing with it, how good it's going to be.
Yes. I actually recently was being taught how to make one. I have not had a Long Island since high school days. And someone just told me, just mix the 5 whites together. So maybe that's not fun. That's fun for some people.
It might be.
But really, that's what it is. It's the 3 white boozes, and you go, boop, 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 and you put a little tea in it. Little ginger ale.
What, ginger ale?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why do you think cocktail culture is having such a moment now?
Well, I think like when you brought up this like concept of this podcast, and it's not just about recipes or making the drinks, but it's about the culture, right? Going out. Where are you enjoying these drinks? Who are you meeting? All of that. Which number one, I commend you for like moving into the DMV area. Nobody's dance card is like full here, and so we're always looking for like fun things to do. You never run out about fun things to do. So I think like you're so embracing that culture here. So it is. You recently did the whole like pick your adventure like night out.
Yeah, you want to hear about that?
Yeah, but like what other city could you do that in? And people be like down for it because like we're all kind of, a lot of us are transplants in the DMV. And so I feel like that coupled with your adventurous personality, number one, two,
I'm ridiculous.
Our pebbling that we do back and forth with social media, we started sending each other drink recipes like, oh, we got to try this. We got to try this. And we had a cocktail night at your house.
We did.
And so I think it's fun. And I think like the exchange of information now that we have and the speed that we can get things, it's really revolutionary. So it's not like this hoity-toity thing where everything like you have to, I'm a speakeasy girl too. I love me like a dark, fancy, little like cocktail hideaway, as we can say. But
yes,
it used to be very snidely whiplash, mustache. Everything had an egg yolk in it, or an egg white in it. I'm sorry. And I didn't know what I was ordering.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I felt really intimidated. And I think like such the movement of the culture now is it's becoming a little bit more mainstream. And so we can talk about it and people aren't, we were talking about how, when you first start drinking, you have that one drink. What was your first drink that you ordered?
It was vodka cranberry because my sister took me out. Actually, probably before that we were like, I don't know, like Zima or something like that, probably was what it was. Or I can't even think. But yeah, so like I think
Goldschlager.
I have some back there, just as a joke on my shelf, just to have it there. No, but I think it was probably vodka cranberry, and so and that was my
And
drink
you stuck with it
forever.
Yeah,
forever.
it's like a football team. You're just like, this is the one I'm married to, and this is what I'm going to drink. When I first started going out, I drank amaretto sours. I couldn't imagine drinking that now. That is such like a entry level drink. But yes, I think this also, people are more up to the vulnerability of learning new things about cocktails. And so I'm very excited to teach people about, be adventurous, try something new. You had no idea you were a whiskey girl.
I did not. That's a recent thing. That's in the last couple of years.
What turned you on to it?
I actually had gone out a couple times with some friends and they made this smoky old fashioned. I was like, that is so cool. I want to try that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had it and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so much more flavor.
Yes.
So much everything.
It's amazing. And, we make them at home all the time. And I actually like to put a little brown sugar in it, where some people like to put simple syrup in it, or they like to put just regular sugar. But I like brown sugar.
But I think now we're not afraid to try stuff,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like we send each other those like drink recipes, and there's like a man who's half dressed is like cracking open a watermelon with his bare hands. I was like, what a watermelon margarita sounds good.
As long as he's making it, definitely. For me, though, I'll say that I think, you think about, I want to say like cocktail culture since Prohibition has been a thing, right? It was a thing for a very long time. I think you remember probably reruns because we weren't old enough to watch it, but Bewitched. Remember Bewitched? So I can remember being sick at home, or pretending to be sick. I don't know if I was really sick, but pretending to be sick and home. And, instead of watching, Price is Right or whatever it was that was on TV at the time, watching Bewitched. And Darren would come home and there's Samantha with a cocktail in her hand and all ready to do that. So it was a thing for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of waned for some reason. I want to say like in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And so my parents, maybe even the 80s, but my parents never drank either. Like my father didn't come home and have a beer. It just wasn't a thing. Mm-hmm. And I think in the last few years, my parents have gotten into wine a little bit. Mm-hmm. But for me, like, I didn't drink for many years either because my parents didn't. And then for whatever reason I want to say in the last 10 years, I've been a little more adventurous. Yes. And then moving here, you mentioned my little adventure that I took a few weeks back, and I'll explain that. But so essentially what happened is I have a friend that was newer here. Mm-hmm. And so he didn't know any place or what to do, and he happens to be a homebody. So you have to drag him out of the house sometimes, which is kind of funny. But
that's also a talent of yours. I can't tell you how many times it's like last minute, like, hey, girl, you want to go see this comedy show? You're always down for an adventure.
And we always have fun, though. Come on,
my
we do.
Gosh, yes.
We do. We have fun.
So much fun.
But he was newer here, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do around here. So I said, well, look, this is what we're going to do, and you guys will learn this about me. I'm a geek. I'm absolutely a geek. Yes. Geek girl, all the way through and through.
That's right.
So I went into ChatGPT and I said, listen, I want to do some stuff tonight, and these are the categories I have, and these are all the things we want to do. I didn't want to be the one to decide what we were going to do. So
you're like solving like thousands of women's problems right now. Like this podcast is saving relationships.
Is it?
Yeah. If people are like, oh, I can just ask ChatGPT and it'll tell me what to do. Perfect.
You should be on my life coaching channel for a different
welcome.
thing. This is... I'm pouring it on you right now. Let's stick to pour it on.
Okay, pour it on me.
But anyway, so I asked it for 2 things to do in each category, and then I said, "This is what I'm going to do." So I called him up. I'm like, "I'm stealing you for the night. We're going out. Okay, bring a quarter with you. Okay.
We're going to Aldi's. We're going to have an adventure in the Isle of Shame together." I love that aisle.
Who I think we had 3 of these already. Although we pour with our heart, just letting you guys know.
Always pour with your heart.
Exactly.
On my tombstone, please. Someone say, she's told me to pour that with my heart.
I also had whiskey out of the nose. That would be bad. Anyway, so he brought the quarter with him, right? And so we go through, and I was like, all right, so flip the coin. So there were 2 things in each category.
Yeah.
And he flipped the coin, and that determined which one we went to.
Oh.
So the first one I have to tell you was a drag restaurant in Adams Morgan.
Freddy's?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Very familiar.
But hilarious.
Amazing.
To bring
wonderful establishment.
Yes, to bring this person there. And I mean, we went to a speakeasy. We went to, there's a hotel that was a church, and they converted it into a hotel, and that has a great bar. And then there was a deli that's a functioning deli during the day, but at night there's a speakeasy in the back, and you go through like this door that looks like the refrigerated door. But so this was our night. This was like a pick your own adventure type thing, but you just flipped a coin and that's what you picked out. But we sat there. My daughter and I actually have been sitting there, and on the website it will be there as well. But there's going to be a list, and there's an app coming out as well for us that I have all done because again I'm a geek.
I love this about her.
She knows she could text me and be like, hey, I need such and such, and I can figure it out.
Always.
Need to download all your text messages?
Again, a great man is only an average woman. I said what I said.
Hopefully nobody that's trying to date you.
No, they like it.
Okay, good. All right, so what's something that might have surprised you about cocktail culture?
I think something that surprised me about cocktail culture is the people who are into it. It's not like just one group of people, or like you would like call it on it. Like we were talking about, I think this earlier about martinis, right? You're like, I've never had a martini. And I was, oh, martinis are delicious. Or myself coming from the Midwest, it's beer. Like I am a beersaur. I can tell you about what this IPA tastes like, what this one's like, a porter, blah, 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 blah. And so, yeah, I think it'd be surprised of the amount of people who are into making cocktails, and then they have, everyone has a signature cocktail. And so I think that can be surprising.
I don't have one, Katie. I don't know what to say.
You 100% have a signature cocktail, and I would like to call this just a sassy redhead.
Sassy. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Girlfriend. The 2 redheads
I
doing
recently
this.
went out, and they the bar menu, it was an old fashioned, right? It was all the ingredients, but they called it an in fashion because they're like we're not old fashioned.
Well,
and so that's what I mean. Like the people who are into it and the marketing behind it and all of the things, I think that can be a little bit surprising. What do you find surprising about culture?
I find surprising right now is all the new things that are coming out in cocktails. So there's, I think it's called fat washing. I could be wrong, but essentially they're taking like bacon grease and putting it in drinks.
I mean, bacon makes everything better.
Bacon makes everything. I mean, come on. But so I had a bacon smoked old fashioned at a burger joint in DC recently. That was fantastic. Now, and I keep using that word. So everything's fantastic around here. But they actually took like a little smoker, and they actually smoked the bacon right in front of you. So they took it and did it in front of you. They poured bacon grease in it.
Like to me, that's a chef who is like, I'm gonna make a cocktail with bacon on it.
I will put a picture of it in this. It was the most amazing drink I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Well, I think it's another thing that Wisconsin is known for is their outrageous Bloody Marys. Like when I tell you, I need to find pictures of this. Like they will put a whole rotisserie chicken on the top of that thing. And all the stuff
and
that
cheese,
those
right?
Oh, of course, cheese. Yes, fried, regular string cheese, whatever it is. But yeah, they'll put it all on there, and like they're known for like it's interesting. And then you'll never know. And then people are like, oh, I'm gonna make these Bloody Mary, and then they come out and it has a rotisserie chicken on top of it, and you're having like a smoky old fashioned with bacon.
With bacon.
The creativity.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Pour it on me.
Yes. All right, I'm afraid to ask you this next question.
Oh Lord.
Okay. If cocktail culture had a personality, how would you describe it?
It's a Gemini. I know you're not much in the zodiac stuff, so for all my astrological BBs out there, Gemini. It's got 2 personalities. 100%.
Explain, please.
I think because there's things you want to drink and you're like, ooh, like we're talking about the bacon smoked old fashioned, right? And then there's like Red Bull vodkas. Like who made that up? I drank them, but God, ew. Ew. So I would say that there's two sides to it. It's a Gemini.
Okay, but you and I had this conversation not that long ago, and you actually described it as a perimenopausal woman.
That's a Gemini.
But I need to hear a little more
sorry.
about that explanation.
We're gonna take perimenopausal off the table and we're gonna call it cougar puberty. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are lucky enough to know a woman in her late 30s to early 50s, she's in her cougar puberty.
Look,
But it is perimenopause. Yeah.
I'm not going to say that comment resembles me at all.
It's a little bit of everything. I know I said that. It's a little bit of everything. And that's a Gemini. That's a Gemini. My astrological babies out there will agree with me.
And you know what? I will say that I think that actually captures it quite well because everybody's experience is different. Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to get. But make sure you have that drink in the hand when you go home. That cougar may attack. You just don't know.
And she will.
And she will. And she will. All right. So we've gotten away from amaretto sours.
So far away from amaretto sour. I went from an amaretto sour. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, what is your go-to drink?
So it's funny. I love your old fashions. I will never turn whiskey down. That is like sacrilege to me. But my go-to, I love a dirty Tito's martini. And I love when they're like blue cheese olives or garlic stuff. Yes. Put something in the olive. I love it so much. But yeah, I love a martini. I love a vodka martini, a dirty vodka martini.
So I think you mentioned it before, but I hadn't had martinis before, but I'm obsessed with espresso martinis.
Yes.
And now I am not a coffee girl.
It's the new Red Bull vodka. 100%. But they've been around forever. Espresso martinis forever. But now it's like a trend. And I see it everywhere.
Well, I have not had them before. Mm-hmm. And I was out with some friends a few weeks ago, and one of my friends was drinking it, and he slid it across the table and was like, have a sip. And I was like,
are you a coffee drinker?
No, I hate coffee. I know.
Yeah, flipped you. Because I drink coffee. So I was like, coffee and booze together. I mean, I'm also Irish. Like, we invented that.
Yes. Now, but when you make a drink at home, though, I believe you have something you call the Irish
margarita.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, an Irish margarita. So I came up with a drink. I didn't come up with it. JMO and ginger ale. That's another one of my favorite drinks. So good. And then when you switch it over to ginger beer and you can put in like some limes and stuff, I was like, oh, this is an Irish margarita. So basically it's just ginger beer and Irish whiskey with some limes. So delicious.
But I love that Irish margarita.
I mean, we should have Irish margaritas for St. Patrick's Day.
Let's do it.
Because the limes are great.
Let's do it. So, is there a cocktail you wanted to like, but you just couldn't get into?
I'm actually going to go back to the espresso martini.
Really?
Yes. I know.
I'm sorry.
I just don't get the hype on it. And I'm sorry. I've had them, but... And maybe it was the Red Bull vodkas of the early 2000s. I don't subscribe, but I get why people like them.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't. Maybe it's because it's a new thing for me, and maybe that's why it's so exciting. But it was just something that I liked it.
Anything made with Jägermeister is a mistake.
Is that what's in there?
No, but just anything like.
I was like,
God bless Jägermeister's marketing. They have like this chiller thing that bars will have. It is disgusting, okay? And I don't care what the comments say. If you are drinking Jägermeister and or taking shots of Jägermeister, like life has not been kind to you. And that's something like, let's not put that in drinks. Let's stop. Let's stop before, like, while we're ahead.
I will give you one. I think everybody talks about shots. People do shots all the time. I can no longer do shots.
Yeah, no, we're past that.
Are we at an age where we just can't do shots?
In our cougar puberty, we are.
I can't. No. I can't do shots anymore.
I will Homer Simpson Irish exit so fucking fast.
So
the minute people are like, let's do some shots, I'm like, bye.
So you weren't at my birthday party this year, but so we were at the Georgetown Piano Bar.
Oh, so fun.
It's so much fun. You've been there?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's a dueling piano.
I love that.
So fun. So a good time.
Piano is at a Friday and Saturday night. But we were there. And so my friend bought everybody tequila shots. Now, I haven't done shots in years. But everybody was like, it's your birthday. I'm going to let you have this shot. I honestly barely remember leaving there. I can remember coming out and people asking, "Are you okay?" And
Cougar
I'm like,
puberty
"Fine."
can be very tricky.
Look,
You didn't leave alone. I just have to tell you that.
Tequila and I have now broken up. I'm just letting you know. Unless it's in something. Like, we can mix and mingle if there's in something. Like, yes, margaritas are fine. Something like that. Tequila sunrise I can do.
Okay.
No more tequila shots.
Straight up tequila.
Cannot do shots.
Love Pour It On Me? Then you're going to be obsessed with the Pour It On Me app. Coming soon, you'll be able to find the perfect bar in the DMV and beyond. Search by what you're in the mood for. Live music, cigar lounge, happy hour, and more. You can shop exclusive merch, check out upcoming events, and with a paid subscription, unlock extended cuts, behind-the-scene moments, and hilarious outtakes we couldn't fit in the show. The Pour It On Me app is everything you love about the podcast, and then some. Sip, search, and laugh even harder.
Katie is going to be one of our regular co-hosts. I am always looking for additional co-hosts, so please reach out to me if you're interested, especially if you have an unusual bar, if you are working someplace outside of the DMV. We're always looking to travel. We're looking for, I'm looking for like places in like Tennessee or Kentucky.
Yeah, I think we should go local. Yes, and then out and about.
Yes, absolutely. Always looking for other places to be. So please reach out to us because I'm always looking for guest co-hosts. I can't take up all of her time. Do you see this beauty right here? I mean, she's got dates and things to be on. I can't take up all of it.
Mostly it's work, but I'll do it.
Or she's home.
Cleaning. Or momming.
Momming.
It's a full-time job.
Absolutely. I know the answer to this question already.
Pour it on me.
Have you ever judged anybody for their drink order?
110%.
And tell me why.
Listen, I'm all for tropical fruity drinks. They're amazing. And like the cups they come in and everything they do and they're on fire. I love all of that. That's presentation. But I just feel like, if I can shoot whiskey straight, and I can drink beer like it's water. If you're ordering anything subpar to that, we can't hang.
So I actually belong to several happy hour groups. You know me. I
very adventurous. Me love this. Yeah.
I'm ridiculous. I really am. I've told you.
You're down for an adventure.
I'm down for an adventure, but I also have Project ADD. So this podcast.
Here we are.
Podcast came out of, you know what? My son doesn't sleep. So, I have a special needs child, and so he doesn't sleep. So I may up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I need something to do. And so
that's when I'm sending you my memes and stuff.
Very true.
And I'm pebbling you.
Yes, exactly.
Drink recipes.
I love it. I need somebody to pebble me. It's fantastic. And I'm using that word again. People are going to sick of hearing that word today.
No, you are fantastic.
It's the word of the day.
Let's get you a t-shirt that says that.
Brought to you by the word fantastic. It's fine. How many of these have we had already?
It's the one.
Just the one? Wait, we need some more.
Uh-oh.
There's the whiskey, my dear. You can pour while I ask.
Lord have mercy. All right.
I clearly have a thing for whiskey, and so I'm very particular about my whiskey. This is a Basil Hayden dark rye, one of my favorites.
Like a dark rye.
I do. A dark rye works very, very well for me. She's getting all her other stuff here to throw in here. We've got our little sprinkles in there. Thank you so much. But if you are walking into a bar and the bartender said, "Is the shelf for the house or the whatever okay with you?" We have problems. We have problems. Because if you can't
100%.
say, "I need a dark rye" or whatever have you, I'm sorry. I do judge that. I will. I'm sorry. I love everybody to death, but I mean, come on. If I'm going to be paying for drinks,
we said that, yeah. Like you want to know what you are getting.
Yes.
Like, well, that's like we are cougars. Puberty.
We're women of a certain age.
We're women of a certain age, and we don't drink that stuff.
Absolutely. All right. Do you have any bar pet peeves?
So growing up in the service industry, I think we talked about this. Like, people, like, don't snap your fingers. Don't, like, you can give a bartender intense eye contact, like, or just a head nod. Like, they're reading social cues like no one's business, like tarot cards. And so you don't have to be over like that. When you do that, it's just like, It's so disrespectful. I think people know that. Like, they're not, listen, they're people. They're doing their job or whatever it is. I also have a pet peeve of people ordering very complicated drinks at a very busy bar time. And I've had bartenders tell me this. Bartenders have told me that people have ordered, like, they're like, I want a margarita or, oh shoot, I'm going to remember, a mojito, where you have to like muddle at the most inconvenient time. And so I've had bartender friends that are like, cool, so 2 beers and a Jack and Coke. That's what you're ordering. Like, whatever the person said, they just like put that out there and like either take it or don't take it. So I feel like just like, you know, like understand that like there's humanity in this industry and then respect it. Yeah.
So I agree. The snapping of the fingers is probably my biggest pet peeve. I hate that.
Men, if you ever want to get laid on a date, do not order a fruity drink or snap your fingers.
Rules of Katie Rose.
Yes, whiskey and politeness will go so far.
Absolutely.
So far.
So what is your idea of a perfect bar setting?
Well, we both have a speakeasy.
do.
And again, I'm a lady of a certain age. So I like to be able to hear the person next to me.
Okay, that is very true. I do have a friend who has a hearing issue, so
Yeah, when
it's
it's
a
too much
problem.
noise, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I like a chill vibe. I like a chill vibe. I like some good whiskey on the menu. I like some good beers. I'm a big brewery fan. I know that maybe that might be like segueing from cocktail culture, but that's why I'm here for you. I love a brewery, and most of them have like outdoor spaces. So either it's like this like sexy basement or an outdoor area. That's what I'm into. How about you?
So I absolutely love, like you said, a speakeasy. Believe it or not, and I'm not a person who likes cigars in general, but I love to be around people that are sitting there with a glass of whiskey in their hand and a cigar. That to me is sexy as hell.
Take notes, fellas.
Yeah. But for me, it's like, it's nostalgic almost. Like I imagine 1920s, 1930s, like I just imagine like them dressed up in like these great top hats and whatever have you, and just sitting there with a cigar and a whiskey, you know, a little gray in the beard.
Some gin. They really liked gin back then.
Well, I don't know. I'll take the whiskey. I don't know about the gin, but the whiskey I'll take. But we do have some really great cigar bars in the DMV area, and there's a couple in. I think there's 1 or 2 in Alexandria, Old Town Alexandria, that I love. I hate coming home smelling sometimes like the cigars, but to see the guys, I mean, to me, it's like sophisticated. I don't know what it is about it, but it like seems like people are very sophisticated in that. You went out with me one night.
Yeah.
We happened to see a couple of people that we went to the cigar
Yeah,
bar,
we
and
went to the cigar bar.
so it was fine. We had a good time. I often look for unusual cocktails. So
You were saying it at the Light Horse. They had some like during like Pride Month, and then there were some they're like people have been keep asking for them.
yes, there are some. Yep. And so they've had to like do a special menu at the Light Horse in Alexandria, Old Town. So that's been great. But I was thinking specifically about the Allegory, which is a speakeasy that's in a hotel. So again, you walk in, it looks like a little library.
Is that Old Town?
No, it's in DC.
Okay.
And so everything on the walls is like Alice in Wonderland. So you walk in, but it's Alice in Wonderland with a twist. So I'll put a link in the comments. But you walk in though, they actually have like a cereal inspired drink.
Oh, they use cereal milk.
They use like cereal milk in it, which is fantastic. And
So creative.
that word again. But yeah, so I mean, it's an amazing drink, and I didn't expect to like it, but I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. But I love unusual things. I'm willing to try it and see what it is. So you were talking about Light Horse. Light Horse had this one that was it was like grapefruit and like pepper, and I mean, it was very spicy. And I was so disappointed when I was there a couple weeks ago, because it's not
Wasn't there anymore.
because Pride Month's over, so they don't have it anymore. We're getting close to the end here, so let's see. What kinds of bars or locations are you excited about visiting with me?
Well, I think we kind of said that. Like, I am very interested. Like, even though I've been here for 18 years, like, your adventurous spirit has like opened up doors. You were talking about like there's this like fantastic rooftop bar in Old Town. I haven't been there. So I'm like,
Heron Hotel.
yes, I'm like interested in some of the like local haunts for sure. But I definitely think that, especially like being in like Maryland, DC, Virginia, there's parts of like Virginia and Maryland that like they're, you know, a couple hours out, but it's pretty local, but like really neat spots, really neat breweries or wineries and or like cocktail spots that I would love to check out
Absolutely. I mean, I went.
for like local tourism, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you lent me you and your cousin have a cabin in West Virginia, and on my way
Take me
back.
home. Country roads.
To roads.
To the place I belong.
But you lent me the cabin a few weeks ago. We stopped on the way back, and we went to a bunch of breweries on the way back. We were looking on the map, like of all the breweries, and you know, this is a cocktail podcast, but remember that.
We gotta put beer in it.
Well, my thing about this is that it's about the social aspect about
Right.
it. It's not just about the drinks themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about the social aspect. And so going to a brewery, like the couple of them that I went to, they had like a whole outdoor space.
Yeah,
Like
they always do.
play.
They're very family friendly. You can bring your dog, like all of those things.
So I go to Lost Boy, you know that. I go usually, today happens to be Thursday. I'm usually there on a Thursday night. But Thursday nights I usually go for trivia at Lost Boy in Alexandria. It's close to Old Town. But yeah, I mean it's a whole thing. But I mean, I think that there's a culture there too we can explore. It's not necessarily a cocktail, but it's still a culture we can explore. So
It's adjacent.
it's adjacent.
What are you most excited about?
You know, honestly, I'm excited to explore all the different types of bars that are out there.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to exploring the ambiance and I mean, it's just the different
Nice.
experiences. Every bar I go to is different.
So different.
You know,
You run the gamut in this area for sure.
absolutely. I don't do the clubs anymore. Thank you so much. I'm too old for that stuff. My son took me to something, I don't know, a couple months ago. He was club downtown that was like all ages or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I'm way too old for this. The music
You're
is
like,
too loud. I can't do this.
Yeah, sweetheart. My cougar puberty is getting interrupted. I can't do this.
Cougar puberty. I love it. But no, I think like my thing is that I'm always looking for something different. I'm always looking for.
You're very adventurous.
I'm ridiculous. So you guys don't know me very well, but like skydiving and flying,
This woman.
not at the same time, I promise.
Of
But
course.
like in 1 year,
Because she's only a woman.
I do stand up comedy. I have 3 businesses. I work full time. I've got
You're a
special needs
fantastic
kids.
mother. And you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You are too. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Your daughter's lovely. I love her to death.
My little jujubee. And then your kids watch my kid, and it's like makes it perfect.
And then we hang out in the hot tub.
Pour it on me.
Right on me.
Maybe it should be like, pour it on me.
How many have it? Just 2?
Just
But it was poured with love, baby. It was
pour that shit with your heart.
with love.
Pour it with your heart.
All right, I think I've gone through most of my questions. Before we end, though, Miss Katie Rose,
Yes, Miss Amanda.
is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to thank everyone for listening to our dumb voices. I hope this is entertaining. It will get better. Amanda and I are empire building women, and so by Thursday of every week, I think there's 4 brain cells between us, and we rub them together for fire. And here we are. So you lucky sons of bitches, we're getting our last ounces of any sort of wherewithal after everything that we do. You're welcome.
It happens to be a Thursday.
Yes. So,
Okay, but
because last time we recorded on like a Sunday.
We did.
And I feel like I had more brain cells, but by Thursday, like, because we're empire builders. And so it is what it is. Take it as it is. Put whatever you need in the comments. We'll be back. I don't care. And I look forward to sharing drink recipes and great places to go have drinks, whether it be local or like local tourism, because I really think that we need to do that And so I hope that this gives people that push, the excitement to go and do those things.
Well, I agree. And we have an app that's coming out. The app is going to have...
Amanda made the app.
I did.
I just walked across the street.
Didn't you say, like, for whatever reason, you feel like the paid help now?
And yes, I am very much the help on this. On this podcast, I'm the help.
But, so, yes, I built the app. Because, again, the website, the app is all me.
Mm-hmm. And it is.
Like, I don't have anything else to do, folks.
It's just
like,
500 things to do.
I really am ridiculous. In fact, I think a couple years ago when I was dating, I was like, you know what? These are all the things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't intimidate you, go ahead and respond.
Because I'm going to bring it back. A great man is an average woman, which makes you a fantastic man.
That's the word of the day. Fantastic is the word of the day. We've said it like 10,000 times. See what happens when we drink. It's funnier when we drink. So that everybody understands, we actually recorded this once on Sunday as like a test pilot thing. And it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good recording.
No, we did good. I think we were ready because all our brain cells were like firing.
And now we're doing this on a Thursday. We're like,
this is hard.
fuck.
I think about other podcasts that I listen to and they're like, so we're recording in the evening. And I'm like, I get it now. I've had a full day of work in Mammon, and now I'm like, let's do this.
And now we're drinking on top of it all.
Well, I have to tell you, I took it. So my cousin is in a PhD program for therapy, and she had to test people's IQs.
I'm intimidated every time I see her. I'm like, am I going to say something she's going to judge me for?
No, she's just, that's like her job.
I love her. I do.
She's amazing. But so she had to test people's IQs, and she's like, Katie, can I test your IQ? I'm like, bet. I literally took an IQ test after working, momming, and I was drinking wine while I was taking it, and I was still above average. And I'm not saying that's a boast. That's all I'm saying is you might say that. We're still doing a great job.
I'm surprised.
We're doing a great job. I
don't know that I would have gotten that score, but I would,
I mean, I was a little impaired, but whatever.
That's a good night. What can I say?
Yeah, I took an IQ test and I still passed after all that. I'm trying to find a tagline for this podcast.
Also, I want to mention that if you happen to be a bartender, or owner and you'd like us to be part of your world, we're happy to come. It's free of charge. We have all the equipment clear.
Are you a fan of cougars or MILFs? We will come to your establishment and record.
Please let us know when you're available. Happy to do it. Well, thank you everybody for listening tonight. I don't know anything else to say other than thank you, Katie Rose. As always, Amanda. You're fantastic, amazing, wonderful. And I look forward to this adventure with you.
I look forward to you pouring it on me.
Pour it on me, baby.
Pour it on me.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Pour It On Me, where every pour tells a story. Want more cocktail adventures? Visit us at www.pouritonme.com or follow us on any social media channel at Pour It On Me Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And as always, please drink responsibly. If you or someone you love needs help, you are not alone. Call the National Helpline at 800-662-4357 for free confidential support 24/7. Or connect with local resources like Alcoholics Anonymous at aa.org. Until next time, keep your spirits high, your ice cold. Remember, there's always room for one more pour. This episode was produced and edited by DeSimone Digital Solutions, LLC. All rights reserved.